Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing a deck review, flip through, and pull at the end with the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Now I have seen this deck being used so much and it's such a phenomenally gorgeous deck. And it's thick, 68 cards and a guidebook. And they're all individual animals, of course. So I appreciate that there's a large amount of cards in this deck, okay? But it is a standard oracle size. I mean, just based on the box itself, you can tell it's a standard oracle size. So it might be really thick to work with. We'll see, okay? Now, it's a cool box. I love it. You don't see too many boxes with this really fancy style here, and for the price point it's actually not that much, okay, which is pretty surprising. But it's got a magnetic close on the side. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay. And then you flip it open, like it reads like a book, right? You have the spirits residing in the natural world have much to share, and the secrets of their forgotten language are now available to you. Excuse me, I had to cough. Okay, interesting. All right, so the deck of cards is behind the book, okay? And you do have this ribbon that you can pull up if you struggle with it. I have nails, I do not. And then it's a very thick book because there's 68 cards. Every card is numbered as well, so if you work numerology, that'll work as well. I'm just gonna put you back together if I can. All right, hold on a second. I'm doing this one-handed. That's so silly. All right, there we go. All right, there's your thick deck. There are almost 200 pages here. I think it's more than 200, just about. It's about that. All right. Let's see. Table of contents in order, nice, and they're also in alphabetical, it looks like, as well. Okay, gives you an intro, two intros, a welcome and an intro, and then how the oracle cards work. And then how to work with it, including spreads, if you so desire to use spreads, okay? And then the cards, their messages and meanings, okay? Ooh, there's a message and a meaning. Okay, awesome. All the way. Bam. Okay. We love Colette. She's very detailed. She does a lot of amazing decks with beautiful imagery, too. This one is illustrated by Jenna Della Grottaglia. All right, every card looks like that. About hand size. Average hand size, I should say. Simple binding on the sides of each card. Let's see its thickness. It does seem like it might need to be broken in. Flexible, yet sturdy and firm. I'm not really seeing too much gloss with these cards at all, okay? So let's do a flip through. We'll do it as quickly as we can, and then we'll pull a card for you guys. All right, starting with the ones. We have ant, antelope, armadillo, badger, bat, just making sure I don't have any sticking, beaver, bee, bobcat, oh, that one almost wanted to stick to the brown bear spirit, which is the next one. Buffalo, come on now. They are soft. They're definitely not glossy at all. I can feel it. Butterfly, canary, cat, chameleon. Ooh, love the color on that one. I love all the color on all of them. You could work color in your messages as well. If you want cow, coyote, crow, deer, dog, And given its size, if you wanted to, you can maybe split the deck and do it that way, or just shuffle two different sides. Dolphin, two different halves of the deck, okay? Dove, dragonfly, eagle, electric eel. I haven't seen this animal yet in many decks that I've gotten over the years. Elephant, same with flamingo, nice. Fox, frog, giraffe. I haven't seen giraffe either. Grasshopper, groundhog. I think I've only seen this little guy in one deck thus far. Hawk, horse, hummingbird, koala. And of course, if I miss one, just comment down below, okay? Let me know what number it is. Koi. And maybe I'll post it to the community board or something, okay? Lion. Lizard. Moth. Mouse. Nightingale. Otter. Owl. I'm going to set these guys aside just so I don't knock them over. Panther. Parrot. Been seeing these guys a lot lately out in the wild lately. Peacock. Pig. Porcupine. I don't think I've seen this one either in any decks. Rabbit. Oh, I definitely haven't seen rhino in any other decks. Or sandpiper. Nice. Scarab beetle. Seahorse. Skunk. Snake. Spider. Squirrel. Another critter that's been hanging out a lot lately. Getting into fights with all the birds. It's hilarious. Stag. Starfish. Ooh, I haven't seen this one in many decks either. Swan. There we go. Turkey. Turtle. Vulture. There we go. Wasp. Whale. White raven. Oh, nice. Haven't seen that one either. Raven, yes, not white though. Wolf. And wombat. I haven't seen that one either. All right. So let's see how this deck shuffles, and we'll get a message for you guys, okay? Let me just make some space. That'll work. For now, pick up this thick deck. It is definitely going to need some unsticking, so I'm going to do a side shuffle a bunch of times. Sometimes that helps pretty well. You can tell they stick. All right. And that's usually just because of the manufacture process. Machines warm up, they box them up immediately, and then they just have time to hang out in the box all sticky together, all sitting on shelves and being sent in the mail to places. So, really work your deck if you do get this deck. Really work it at first, okay? Ooh, it's already starting to warm up. That's not a good sign. That's a very good sign. All right. Now, I do have carpal and cubital tunnel syndrome, so we'll see how my hands handle this thick deck, okay? I may have to do as I suggested earlier, doing it in two parts, and if that's the case, we'll get two messages. Woohoo! All right. All right. Hand shuffle. Let's see how you do, honey. Still a little sticky. Okay. All right. Let's see how it fans out. For those that like the fan out, on my really bad deck, my bad desk. All right, so work with it a little bit, okay, because it does have trouble. Not that my desk doesn't exactly like give it a hard time. Okay, it's got pock marks and stuff, so that's not helping. All right, let's split the deck. See how that actually really well. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, super easy. All right, I'm gonna definitely have to divide the deck up in half, and we'll pull 2 messages. Yay! All right, first message. Let's break it up a little bit more. And I'm not going to attempt doing a bridge shuffle, you guys. Although if you did split it in half, it probably would be easy. And you could read reverse messages and just be the opposite of whatever the message is, right? It's pretty simple. All right, now let's pull. And if a chunk comes out, we'll take the top card, and a chunk did come out. So that's that message. Let's get one from the other half of the deck. This would make an excellent pocket edition. If it were like playing card size, poker size, whatever. No book needed. Message on the actual card. That would be great. I would love to see that actually. So if that happens, let me know in the comments, okay? I will get it. Alright, one more. Hopefully it won't come out chunky. Let's get one message, please. First one on the top. I will definitely have to work this deck to get it to stop doing that. Okay. Since we have 2, let me grab the book real quick. Our first message is Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Card number 6 might be significant to someone. It could be the 6 month, the 6 in 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 hours, 6 minutes, 6 years, okay? All right. The message on this card is, Beaver Spirit is here to tell you about a power living within you that is born of spirit, the source from which all life arises. This is the power to establish the sacred connection with universal consciousness, so you can deliberately co-create the world you desire. Know that it takes work, determination, and sustained effort to co-create and lay a solid foundation for your dreams. If with spirit as your partner, you bring the twigs and branches of your intentions and desires and spread them across the river of time, you'll be amazed at what you can do. So I'm getting a sense, work on things a little at a time, slow and steady wins the race kind of energy here. You will find that you can even change the direction of the flow of life. You can ensure that your world will be prosperous and purposeful, filled with love and joy, and rich with magic and meaning. That which you desire will come to you and remain sustainably if you build on a sturdy foundation. Keep your intention and energy consistent and deliberate, using all your resources and the energy of this wonderful productive time. Have faith, for with Spirit to co-create with you, your success is assured. Spirit is your partner, helping you along as you change the course of your life in the way your heart desires. The protection message. Beaver Spirit has come to warn you to check for rotten wood in the foundation of your dreams. Perhaps you built your hopes on faulty promises or wishful thinking that something would work out just because you wanted it to. Maybe you made choices from a place of unworthiness, hoping that once you got what you desired, it would somehow change you and make everything better. And you had to face the truth that it didn't. Or Beaver Spirit may be telling you it is time to accept things as they are and perhaps consider abandoning the project, relationship, or situation, whatever it is for you, so you can make room for something better. Perhaps you need to go back and rebuild a solid foundation, because what you desire may not be in alignment with what your soul intends. So in other words, strengthening something, right? Beaver Spirit says you can always get busy and build something fresh and new if the desire is true. All manner of miracles can spring up from a new, strong foundation when you remember your partnership with Spirit. Be clear about what you're building and why, choosing from a place of worthiness, well-being, and wholeness. Self-understanding and acceptance will provide you with a solid blueprint to begin again. Get busy now. Beaver Spirit says this is not a time to procrastinate, but a time to start building again. Always mindful of the foundation you are laying, trusting that Spirit is co-creating with you. Okay. Our second message is Dear Spirit, 18 breaks down to a 9. Bring a gentle touch. The oracle message for this card is, the time has come to be gentle and diplomatic when dealing with others. You might have found yourself in a situation where negotiations are necessary in order to reach your goal. Be mindful of the words you choose, but do not worry. Dear Spirit reminds you that you have the ability to be sure-footed and confident while showing humility and respect for others. You will find that your capacity for calm and grounded communication is heightened at this time. Follow the way of Dear Spirit and you will do well, gaining the respect of others and finding common ground that is pleasing to you. Remember that understanding others and their needs will be more powerful at this time than putting your own first. If you do that, you will be rewarded tenfold. The protection message. Dear Spirit is bringing you a gentle warning that now is not the time to engage in an argument, no matter how volatile others are being. Do not match their intensity with your own. If you are dealing with an overly assertive person, step back and disengage, lest you agree to something out of alignment with your intentions. Don't let anyone bully you into anything you're uncomfortable with. You have solid footing if you stand your ground with grace. Those who disagree will begin to find their own gentleness and willingness to compromise. Dear Spirit also brings the message that it might be easy to offend someone today, or take offense because someone lacks diplomacy. Let all of that pass. You are not meant to take this world personally. While it's a beautiful gift to be sensitive, today you need a tougher hide so that any compromises you make allow you to maintain your integrity. Love it. So, combined message. Could very well be you're definitely in a work situation here. Maybe you've got a very tricky boss or supervisor or something. Or maybe you've got a very tough employee. Could be the other way around, okay? And something definitely needs to be repaired in this situation, okay? Repaired or strengthened, emboldened, empowered. I'm seeing all of that here, okay? There you go, guys. If you like deck reviews or you want to check out more decks that we've covered here on the channel, just click down below in the playlists. They're all right there. And we also do oracle polls and use them in readings and stuff. So if you want to see how else they get used, to have some idea how to use it yourself, by all means, they're all there. Bye.